I was having a conversation earlier with a subscriber, Skyview for You Drones. He was commenting on one of my last videos. He was asking me what I was going to do with the old motors. And I have said in previous videos that if you want to give it a shot, if you want to try to make them work for your drone, I'm more than happy with working something out for you. With the old motors, and he said they were the same motors that came on his drone. He's been talking to me about his drone, and so I made him a pretty fair price, pretty good deal. And I was talking to him about how now I don't know how these ones are, because remember whenever I put these new motors in, I just wanted to test them to make sure that they worked fine and everything. And so I actually didn't cut them to length. I just kind of put them on and wrapped them up and went out to fly them. Now I want to make it look nice, so I've got some 3M sticky tape and some heat shrink that we're going to put around them, and I'm going to actually cut them down today. But I'm going to show you. We were talking about how those motors, I think what the main problem was is I don't know if I was getting enough of a current or a solid current, because the wiring in it that attaches to the ESC is copper wiring, and it's got some type of film on it or something like that, and the solder doesn't want to stick to it, and so I was having trouble even soldering them to the boards and stuff. Well, I've watched several build videos, and I've noticed on a lot of the build videos that I've watched, the wires here for the motors are different than what's inside of the motors, and the silver wires are real easy to pre-tin, and when it's the same wire coming out of the motors, it's a direct wiring. With the copper, they have like a cleaner solution or something on it, and the solder just doesn't want to stick to it. And in all the videos that I've watched previous, I haven't watched a video where they tin the copper wires. So I didn't know that you have to use this stuff, which is some soldering flux. You got to put it on it, and then I guess the solder sticks to it very well, and you can pre-tin it, and it goes real quick. Since I'm going ahead and making this look nice today and trimming the wires down and everything, then I'm going to go ahead and kind of just show you how to do that. But this is just a video to kind of just show you the proper way to pre-tin motor wires. That's basically all this is. So if you already know how to do it, you've done it a million times, go ahead and turn this off. I also had somebody comment the other day that said, asked if solder was spelled different in America, because I pronounce it different than they do in another whatever country the person was from. A lot of us, it just depends on where you're from, I guess. I've heard people in America call it solder, and I've been raised to pronounce it as solder, like the L is silent. But the English like pronounce the L like abruptly, like they solder. We've got to solder this. That's kind of how they do it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody's accent, so that's my really cruddy English accent. I'm just going to get a little small thing of this 3M sticky tape here. It's a clear version of the 3M sticky tape, and it's not really to do anything except for stick the ESC down so I can solder on it. So that's going to be about, I want it to be about right there. Magnifique. These are real thin wires, so you can just take a pair of scissors and clip them. Actually, that looks silver on the inside. There's that. And we just want a little tiny bit off. Oh yeah, that is silver on the inside. There we go. So these ones aren't the same. So these ones are going to fit in easily. So we'll change this into a video, just showing you how to strip your wires and such. How to solder your motors on. Alright. Put a little bit on, and now you see that it's got a little bulb of solder on it, and then you want to draw the solder through, so you put the solder on the back side of it and then on the front, and it goes through the wire. I'll go ahead and do this other one. There we go. There they are, and those are tinned. I got this color matching heat shrink that I want to try out on it. It's red. I'm hoping it gets over it. Alright, so I'm going to put this over it and unstick that from the 3M. Slide that over the top. That's back as far as I can go to keep it away from the heat. Now I'm going to stick that back down to the 3M underneath. That way it doesn't move around. And we want to be kind of swift with this. I need to put some solder on the gun. There we go. When you put solder on the gun before you solder, it makes it go faster. There we go. That one. Here's the next one. And the last one. A little bit more off than I wanted it to be, but that's gonna work. Now we unstick it from the sticky tape. Pull that off and slide this forward. And that's it. I'm going to do that for all four of them. Tidy it up, make it look good. I'll either put the 3M underneath and let it stick down. Before I do that, that was the silver ones. the ones with silver. I'll show you a copper one real quick. So this is one that has copper on it. Now I'm taking off more than what needs to be taken off because I want you guys to be able to see it a little bit better. And hey, Skyview, for you drones, if you do end up getting these motors, you're going to have one of them already pre-tinned for you. It's cut really, really short, so I hope that's not a problem. So you see the ends there. So you want to twist up the ends here. As much as you can. There's only a few little tiny wires in here, but they will fray out as soon as you add heat. Now they are all stripped. You just take this and dip it in there. You gotta put it on there generously. Doesn't hurt. There you go. You see it's a lot shinier now. Well, you probably can't tell over on there. Now, find the best way to do this. There we go. So now we add, I need to clean my tip off real quick. This is a really good soldering gun, and all I do is a lot of people use sponges, some people use like these little copper things that they jam it into and it cleans it off. All I use is I use the back part of this and just kind of knock it against it. Regular soldering guns are so hot that if you do that, it'll usually bend the end of your soldering gun. But this one's actually really good. It hasn't done that at all. So, and there's times that I forget to clean it, and see, there's a spot right there, and it just works really good. So I'll just put a little bit on the end like that. And remember, put it underneath. You can hear it. And it's tinned. And it's tinned. And it's tinned. There you go. Now you can see the ends of these are silver. They're tinned just like that. So there you go, it's that easy. That's how you tin copper wires. You don't need this stuff if your wires are silver. I have heard people using it, even just to get in the habit of it. No matter what you use, they do this. I've seen people use this stuff for anything, not just motors and stuff. So anything else really. So if you'd like, that's what it is. It's called paste flux. So I'm going to go ahead and tidy up the rest of my Martian III, and I'll let you guys see what it looks like when it gets done. Alright, now before we throw the props on and put the soldering iron away and stuff, we gotta check it, make sure we didn't mess anything up. I have been burned before. Alright, there we go. So all I'm gonna do this, just this on. Make sure it's on mode 2. Martian II. Okay. Let's turn it on. And everything seems to be working. That's the right direction. That's the right direction. That's the right direction. And that's the right direction. Perfect. So now I can put the sticky tape underneath, or I can put the zip ties around it. I'm not sure which one I want to do. I think I'll put the sticky tape because it's clear. This is a Darth Vader inspired drone. Looking good so far. I gotta get me some Star Wars stickers. And a red battery. Ooh, maybe a green battery. He's got one green button. Or I can find a green VTX. That'd be cool. Alright. That's it, guys. But and then those of you who are just kind of checking in for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, the thumbs up button. This is more of a video for you guys. Kind of a beginner's guide on how to solder motors, whether they're the silver motors or the copper motors, how you can get the solder to set, how to trim them up, and how to make them look nice and put them on your drone without having to sit through and watch an entire drone build. So this is some good information for you. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.